Welcome to I guess this is your channel, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the Get a Grip Sports Football channel. This is weird doing your intro. I feel like you should be doing this. But, I've already started it, so we'll be predicting the wild card round. Are we doing the entire playoffs or just the wild card round?
Let's do the entire playoffs.
Sure. Alright, so yeah, we'll be predicting the entire playoffs. I am The Sport Experience, and you can find me on YouTube as well. But yeah, do you want to go first with your wild card round predictions?
Yeah. So for the AFC, this is probably the hardest division. I'd say that the winner is going to come out of the AFC.
Yeah.
So for Colts and Bills, pretty straightforward. That one's going to go to the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Browns and Steelers, another pretty straightforward one's going to the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, because literally, I forgot the head count, but so many of the Browns tested positive for COVID.
Like the 6 coaches, and then 2 more were caught drag racing, and are probably going to get fined.
Yeah. So I have the list right here. Against the Steelers, the Browns will be without head coach / play caller. That's Kevin Stefanski. The O-line coach, the O-line assistant coach, the wide receiver coach, the tight end coach, and the defensive back coach. So literally almost their entire coaching staff.
Yeah, that's...
They're not winning.
I don't even know how that happens.
COVID. So yeah, so it's going to the Steelers. I feel like the first round is pretty straightforward on who's winning. The only game that's an interesting one is the Titans and Ravens. I wonder, who do you have for that one?
Yeah, I was just about to get to that one. They had a game earlier this season where they went to overtime and Derrick Henry got the game-winning run.
Yep.
And I do think that Derrick Henry is going to dominate the Ravens yet again, and the Titans are going to move on.
See, I actually have the Ravens winning, and that's because I don't think the Tennessee Titans defense is good enough to stop the Ravens.
You make a strong point there, but the Ravens don't have a really good passing game.
Yeah, true. I mean, they have Lamar Jackson, and that might be enough. And then
he's taken a huge step down. I knew he was going to.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of passing yards, yeah. And then on the NFC side, I'll do that first, since you did the AFC. For the Seattle and Rams game, I have the Seahawks winning this one. And then for the Buccaneers and Washington football team, Buccaneers are winning that one. I feel like Tom Brady is not going to let himself be beat by a team with no name. And then the Saints versus the Bears, I think that's pretty straightforward. The Saints are winning that one. So wildcard weekend is kind of straightforward.
Yeah, NFC especially is really straightforward. The only game that I could see being an upset is the Seahawks and the Rams.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Rams did beat the Seahawks this season. It just, whatever team shows up, if it's a really good Super Bowl caliber Seahawks team that shows up, Seahawks are winning.
Yeah, well, they split.
If it's the almost lose to the Jets-Seahawks team, then the Rams are going to win.
Didn't the Seahawks beat them like 40-3? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they beat the Seahawks beat the Jets 40-3. I think the Seahawks and the Rams, they split games. So Seattle won one. That's the most recent game, 20-9, and the Rams won one earlier in the season when Russell Wilson had, I think, 3 interceptions. So really, it could go either way. I think the 2 games just to watch for are the Ravens-Titans and Seattle-Rams. Those are the 2 games up in the air for me.
Yeah, for the Seahawks and Rams, the game will probably be decided within the first half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I do want to say, for the Buffalo and Colts game, I'm not counting the Colts out. It's just more of the Buffalo Bills are just so good right now that it's almost impossible to think that they wouldn't win.
I think that the Bills are going to get a blowout win over the Colts. I think that the Colts defense in the past couple of weeks has taken a step back.
I agree. Okay, so for the divisional round, I'll do the AFC to start. Chiefs and Ravens and Steelers and Bills. I'm sorry, but the Bills are winning that one. I don't think the Steelers really have any chance in winning that one.
I knew you were going to say that, and I knew that if I said anything, you would come up with a response, so I've decided to stay quiet for now.
I think it's because you mean that game, that Monday Night Football game.
We're not going to talk about that one this episode.
All right, fine. And then for the Ravens and Chiefs aren't losing to the Ravens. Mahomes has, every time in the past couple years, the 3 times that we played Lamar, Mahomes has beaten Lamar. He's dominated Lamar. So I don't think that's going to change. I think the Chiefs are going to beat the Ravens and move on to the conference championship.
I think that the only 4 teams that the Chiefs can lose to, possibly, are the Raiders. Luckily, they
They lost. I was so happy when I saw that.
Another one of the teams I could see them losing to is the Steelers. If the Steelers' defense is on top of their game.
No. Steelers' offense is not beating the Chiefs. I'm sorry.
Well, the Chiefs don't really have that good of a defense.
You lost to the Bengals.
We lost to the Bengals because of Lamar Jackson.
All right, that makes sense,
Yeah.
Okay. The teams I could see the Chiefs losing to are the Titans, the Bills, and... Okay, I'll be gracious. Maybe the Steelers. Colts, I could see it, and the Ravens. Those 5 teams.
I do think that the Titans... I don't think that they can beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. The only reason I say the Titans is because Derrick Henry. That's it. Derrick Henry could single-handedly beat our defense.
The Bills have a high-powered offense that I would sometimes, if they're on top of their game, compare to the Chiefs' offense.
Yeah.
I think that
they're tough.
The Bills have a better defense.
What? Yeah, I agree. I mean, pass defense-wise. Run defense, we're both bad. Equally bad.
Yeah.
What do you have for the NFC divisional round?
NFC divisional round, this is where it gets a little tricky. For Bucks versus Packers, I think that Aaron Rodgers triumphs over Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, Antonio Brown doesn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Yes. Or the
Conference
Championship, yeah.
Yeah. And then for Saints and Seahawks, I think that this is going to be a crazy good game. I think that the Seahawks are going to win the game. Very close game. I don't think that Drew Brees is Drew Brees again, but I just can't see the Saints beating the Seahawks.
I have the Saints beating the Seahawks only because the defense. Their defense is so good that it's insane. It slowed down Mahomes. And I think they'll be able to...
That's something that I have never seen until that 1 week.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw it was that Chargers game in, I think it was week 2, where Mahomes literally had no time to throw because Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa were just harassing him the entire game. But yeah, I think the Saints are winning this one just because of that defense, and Russell Wilson feels like he hasn't had a solid game for a couple weeks. So I'm going to go with the Saints for that one. And we did have different AFC divisional matchups, so who do you have for those games?
I'm putting my boys in the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh.
I think coming into this video, we all expected it.
I did, but I was holding out hope you would make the rational and honest decision.
No, come on, you know me.
That's true. I mean...
Chiefs beat the Titans. So Steelers and Chiefs, come on, guys. It's going to be the Steelers.
So how do the Steelers, I'm interested, beat the Bills?
Cameron Hayward is a very good pass rusher, and I think that he can track down Mahomes with his surprising speed.
How did they beat the Bills?
Because Cameron Hayward...
Oh my gosh. It's just Cameron Hayward.
Speed. I also think that TJ Watt, if he is in a good mood, I don't think that the Chiefs have a very good offensive line.
Yeah, we don't, but this is the Bills we're talking about. You're not making it past the Bills. I'm sorry.
I think that we will beat them, and you will be scared of us.
I would not be scared of you guys if we had to play you guys. Maybe early in the season, sure, but not after your last couple of games.
Linebackers.
Yeah, well, currently, because you keep mentioning Cameron Hayward, and I feel like you're such a big stats guy, he has 4 sacks.
Yes, but he is one of the most QB hurries.
I mean, come on.
In the league.
He doesn't finish, though. And Josh Allen's just going to slip out of that.
Out of them, and that's why the most turnovers in the league have been forced by the Steelers.
The Bills are beating you guys. I'm sorry. I think that's the general consensus here. I think nobody outside of Pittsburgh, except for you, are predicting the Steelers to win this one.
Mind if I throw some stats?
Sure. Since I threw some stats at you.
We have the most sacks in the league.
How is that going to fare when Josh Allen, it was just amazing, he's a freak, is going to just shrug off your pass rushers?
I repeat, we have the most sacks in the league, and I think that we will tally...
Josh Allen is huge, and he's fast. And he's accurate.
The same exact thing about TJ Watt.
Oh my gosh. Well, TJ Watt doesn't have a bunch of wide receivers to throw to.
That's because he's not a quarterback.
That's true. Good point.
Also, the Bills only have Stephon Diggs.
And Josh Brown, Cole Beasley, Isaiah McKenzie. I mean, come on.
The only one that I'm worried about out of those is Cole Beasley, because for the first half of that Steelers game, He was dangerous in that slot.
Oh yeah, I will remind you that the Steelers did lose to the Bills early in the regular season.
I know that I said that we weren't going to talk about that game.
I mean, like, you did. So I don't know how you could predict the Steelers doing this, but we'll move on.
You know, that's like saying, "Oh well, the Raiders beat the Chiefs one game."
We beat them. We beat them then. Though. We beat them the second.
Barely. If John Gruden was smart with the clock, you guys would have lost.
Okay, well, if John Gruden knew how to play a play clock, then they wouldn't have lost to the Dolphins either.
That is a very fair point, and I'm not going to argue. Also, can we talk about how bad Tua is?
Oh my gosh, I knew this was
He
coming.
threw 3 interceptions. That's inexcusable. I'd like to hear you defend him.
Tua is looking a little concerning. He certainly isn't as flashy as Joe Burrow was before he got injured.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, R.I.P. Joe Burrow.
Rest in peace.
He isn't as flashy as Justin Herbert either, who's probably winning Rookie of the Year.
Man, give him the Rookie of the Year.
Now, see, if Clyde Ridley-Slayer hadn't gotten injured, he would have gotten Rookie of the Year. But, I'm happy
Don't
to
bring
say...
that up here. That's like me saying Ben Roethlisberger deserves MVP.
Well, that'd just be lying. Like,
That's the same thing about Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Okay. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, we won't talk about him, because he might not be back for the postseason.
Oh,
R.I.P.
Oh no, what are you guys going to do without a rushing game when you have the best passing game in the league?
You make a good point. I will say this about Tua. His flaws are looking a little concerning right now, but I think he can turn it around. I got faith in him. I do. I have faith in Tua. So I'm going to...
I think that if Justin Fields or Zach Wilson is still available in the draft, the Dolphins should consider drafting them.
You know, their GM just came out and said they're sticking with Tua.
Well, how many times have general managers lied?
That's a good point. Although, I doubt it. I doubt they're going...
Yeah, I do doubt it too. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
It is a possibility with general managers and everything. So I'm going to play both sides. I'm going to say Tua is looking a little concerning right now, but I have faith for him in the future. I'll play both sides.
I 100% don't think that he is going to result in a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Okay. All right. So we have different AFC and NFC conference championship matchups. We both have one consistent, and that is the Chiefs and the Packers are in their respective conference championship games. Of course. I mean, that's obvious. Chiefs will make it.
That's a given.
Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers, I'm interested to hear your opinion, although I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Is he the MVP?
No, I don't think he's in the top 2.
What?
I think it's either Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen.
See, I'm a huge humper for Patrick Mahomes. I'll always say that he is the best quarterback in the league, because he is. But in this season, Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. He single-handedly carried that team on his back. He had 48 touchdowns. Do you want to know how many times that J.K. Scott, their punter, punted? He punted 46 times. Aaron Rodgers had more passing touchdowns than their punter had punts.
Josh Allen has more passing yards.
Okay. Does that matter? That doesn't matter at all.
More rushing yards.
Josh Allen... Okay, Aaron Rodgers doesn't run.
And he is the leading receiver in the league.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't run, okay?
Oh, yeah, that's his fault.
Aaron Rodgers is the MVP of the season. I think that's pretty clear.
I'm giving it to Patrick Mahomes.
On normal circumstances, I would say thank you. But in this one, I'm going to say thank you. But it's Aaron Rodgers.
I would go as far as saying Josh Allen has played a better season than him.
Okay. I mean, I think Josh Allen is in contention because he's made such a huge jump from last season. Because last season, he was, can't throw a ball to save his life. Or, not can't, but he can't throw the ball accurately to save his life. And now he's made such a huge jump that it's insane. And that's why people are like, whoa, give him MVP. But I don't think he's MVP. I mean, Aaron Rodgers had his best season since... 2007? He's had possibly the best season of his career.
Lamar Jackson won MVP last year because he was new.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's how
same could be said about Josh Allen.
I think that's how the MVP award really works. Is that if you're a new young talent, you're getting MVP. Most likely. Unless there's
That's why it's going to Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes.
I don't know about Patrick Mahomes, but I would love to see Patrick Mahomes get the MVP. But I heard this.
If Aaron Rodgers does win the award, I won't be surprised and I won't be mad. I will say, however, Josh Allen was more deserving because of the turnaround he's had for the Bills, and Honestly, the Packers and the Bills are in the same position. They have one good wide receiver.
Yeah. I mean, we can go back and forth on this all day. I do think, like, I would accept a Patrick Mahomes MVP. I do have a stat to share, but I haven't confirmed this yet from my many sources, of course, that work for me. I'm kidding, but I haven't confirmed this.
Like Adam Schefter.
Yeah, I know. I heard from a radio show. I don't even know which one it is, because I just heard it. But according to this guy, this random guy on the radio, no regular season MVP has won a Super Bowl in that year that he was elected MVP in the regular season. Now, I find this hard to believe, and I have not confirmed this, but if that's true, that's pretty shocking.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on that.
Mm-hmm. We'll need to check on that later. So let's talk about the conference championship. I have in the AFC the Chiefs versus the Bills. Who do you have?
I have the Steelers and the Chiefs, and I think we all know it's going to the Steelers.
Yeah, well, it's going to the Chiefs. And then for the NFC conference championship, I have the Packers and the Saints. I believe you have like the Packers and the Seahawks, right?
Seahawks.
Yeah. Who do you have winning?
And I think we both have the Packers in the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have the Packers in the Super Bowl. It just comes down to who's winning the AFC. And I think that is Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think that the Steelers will win it. That's a 100% biased opinion.
Yeah.
And I think that if the Steelers were not a 3 seed, or if they were even a 4 seed, I would not be saying this right now. But I think that the Steelers are going to win this championship.
That's fair. So, I have the Chiefs. Now, I'm kind of conflicted on this one. On one hand, I want to be a huge homer and say the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl easily against the Packers. Now, on the other hand, I don't know if we can beat the Packers. Because I watched the Titans game that the Packers played. And they not only slowed down Derrick Henry, they also, Aaron Rodgers looked unbelievable that game. If you saw, he literally looked like the most comfortable human alive. He was just sitting back and just, boom, little dart after dart after dart. And each one, it went for 10 to 5 to 10 yards. And, the Chiefs aren't going to be able to stop that. I don't know how we could. We can't stop Devontae Adams. Bashaud Breeland isn't doing that. He's not going to be able to stop Devontae Adams. And Charvarius Ward will just commit 100 holding penalties, 100 pass interference penalties on Devontae Adams if he ends up covering him. But, I don't know if we can beat the Packers. I would like to say I know we can beat the Packers, but I don't know if we will.
Yeah, same could be said about the Steelers, but, it's kind of... if I wasn't a Steelers fan, they wouldn't even be in the conference championship.
Yeah. Well, I had the Steelers winning Super Bowl. Not the Steelers. Did I just say the Steelers?
He said it.
I just wanted it.
Ladies and gents.
I'm editing this out.
He said it. Hey,
this is
on my channel.
I know, and I have the recording. I got so much power. I might leave that in, just so people can laugh at my misery. I have the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. That doesn't mean we can't lose to the Packers, but I think Mahomes' sheer will, he will find a way to win the Super Bowl. Now, that's all subjective.
I was going to ask you who's winning Super Bowl MVP, and I was like, oh, wait, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes.
It's going to be Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. So, yeah, that's it. Do you want to do your little, end card thing and intro? Or outro, sorry. I'm out of it today.
You asked me, a regular season MVP has never won the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady did it in 2017.
I knew it. Alright, so we can debunk that guy. I don't even know his name.
Yeah. We shouldn't even say his name. He's undeserving.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't remember his name if you asked me, or if you pointed a gun to my head, but yeah, we need to debunk that guy. Alright, thank you so much for watching. And always remember, go Chiefs. And do you want to add anything?
If the Steelers win the Super Bowl, I'm just going to post a 7-second long video of me laughing.
Okay, I will post an apology video if the Steelers end up winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. I will watch that one and soak it in.
It's not going to be long. It's not going to be long. And it's not going to happen either, because the Steelers aren't winning the Super Bowl. But if it happens, I'll post an apology video to the Steelers, saying I'm sorry that I predicted you going 4-12 and losing both games to the Cincinnati
We got the
Bengals.
exact opposite record. We got 12-4 instead of 4-12.
See, I think
16-0.
I checked my other predictions on my channel, and I'm going off of those ones because those are clearly more accurate because they're on my channel. And I have the Steelers going 8-8.
No, that's such an improvement.
It's a little bit better than 4-12.
As always, guys, thanks again for watching. Thank you to the Sports Experience for joining me on this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next video.